What's going on, you Pokemon Savages? Welcome to week 13 of the Savage Pokepod. We're on 13, right, Coda? Week 13, yeah? Let's double check.
Yeah, right? You sent me 12 earlier, but I think it is 13.
Yeah, week 13 of the Savage Pokepod. I can't even believe it. That's awesome. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for the support so far. If you're liking what we're doing, tap the like, tap the follows, tap the subscribes, wherever you're viewing this right now. Drop a comment. Tell us what you guys think. We got a nice little episode for you guys today. We're obviously going to start off with our favorite Weedle Pokemon cards. Then we're going to go into a bit of Pitch Black, which is the new English set coming after Chaos Rising. Then we're going to go into some Chaos Rising news and where the heck that is. And then we're going to go into we're going to shift into some market updates. And obviously, probably go off on a few tangents of the day. So strap in, guys. And week 13, here we go. What's going on, Coda? How you doing, brother?
Ooh, I'm doing great minus the allergies. The allergies are kicking my butt right now, but it's been a good week. Been a busy week. A lot of stuff going on in the shop. A lot of stuff happening and not happening in Pokemon. It's crazy. Like, again, we always talk about what we're like, oh wow, do we need to fill the time a bit or something? It's like, no, we can literally, there's so much stuff still happening.
Yep.
It just doesn't end.
No, I agree, dude. It's like, if it's not one thing, it's another. If we're not looking at the future, we're looking at the past, and it's like, it's good. It's a good thing. You know, we spoke a lot about some older sets in the last stream. The last pod, and then people came into the stream and said, thanks for the insight. I picked up a couple of Surging, which we'll get to today as well. So without further ado, let's pop into your favorite Weedle card. Let's shift
Weedle.
So Weedle, I mean, not much going on with Weedle cards, and I know that I look at TCG Player mostly, so there's probably more that just aren't on there, I would assume.
Yeah.
But you sent me this Skyridge Weedle, which
it looks like it's from like a kid's book, and I don't know why, but a lot of the Weedle cards are pretty like stock, what you would expect a regular common card to be, except for the one that is a favorite of the podcast apparently. And I don't know, this one just stuck out as being very unique, very colorful, very like I don't know. It's like it had this like odd, chunky art style to it that I kind of enjoyed. So again, there's not a lot of Weedle cards out there, but this was a decent one.
Was this the similar art style to the Metapod that we liked as well? I think it was like that little like
the Metapod was a little more abstract. I think. Okay. I think the Metapod was like not as like chunky like basic art, but a little more like avant-garde.
It's very like you said, it's very like a little playful, childish looking. Again, simple art. I think a lot of the Weedles were also very similar to this, where they were just like either on what is it? It's going to be on a branch. It's going to be in a tree. So kind of like the Caterpies as well. Then Coda sent me a second one, which was my choice as well. It's just this little guy chilling on a leaf, just relaxing. And I was like, you know what? I like this card. I do. I like it a lot. This one's from Neo Discovery. I gotta check if I have some Neo Discovery cards. I gotta check if I have these. It's kind of crazy. Yeah,
this is a good one.
Yeah, so that is our favorite Weedle cards there. And then it's
hard with the first gen because the answer could always be for a lot of these common cards the reverse from Legendary Collection. But I'm just not going to do it.
Right.
That realistically, that's the answer. Oftentimes, if there's not a clay card for me, but I like these other unique ones that honestly, I hadn't seen this before we looked at this, which is what happens a lot with these more, non-frequent Pokemon cards, like the ones that just don't get a lot of cards.
No, you're 100% right. And like, this is the Weedle from base set, which I always like to look at, the first Weedle card that we got right on the branch.
Yeah.
And then I was also looking at, obviously, I'm like, oh, I like this one. And I'm like, oh, that's why I like it, because it's from 151. It's just this one here, because you kind of got like a little bokeh effect going on with the leaves. It kind of gives it a little bit of depth. And he's just like looking so happy, So
yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that card so many times. It is kind of like it brings you a little happiness because you know what that's from. It's
exactly.
We're even 151. Where
exactly. So yeah, guys. So that kind of wraps up our Weedle real quick. I like it. We get it out. We get it in. We get it out. pause, and then we move on. And on the spirit of moving on, we're going to switch right into real quick Pitch Black. So we knew, and we spoke about it last week and probably a week before, Abyss Eye is going to be the next Japanese set that comes out in May. Currently, we have up to Ninja Spinner, which is going to be Chaos Rising. Chaos Rising comes out in May. Same day, this set comes out in Japan, in the Japanese set, called Abyss Eye. And this week, we got the news that it's going to be called Pitch Black. So what do you think of the name Pitch Black? Do we think it's real? I mean, I guess it is real, but...
I mean, it's real. It's fine. It's better than like it makes as much sense as perfect. Oh, it is better than is it better than Abyss Eye? Abyss Eye is a little too on the nose. I'm sure, so it's fine. It's not my favorite name. It's not like Phantasmal Flames is a better name. I think Chaos Rising is a better name.
Me too.
But it's perfectly fine. I think, again, like, the set that I think of the least that has one of the weirder names is Chilling Rain.
Chilling Rain. Yeah.
It's like, it's just kind of an awkward, kind of like weird name, especially if you're hearing it, because like Chilling Rain, like freezing rain, like rain. It's like, no, like a king, like a chilling king or what. So, this is very on the nose. Like when you think of Chilling Rain, if you're really familiar with Pokemon, that's Calyrex Ice Rider. So Pitch Black, it kind of makes sense. Like, oh yeah, Darkrai.
Sure. You were saying like this is the darkness Pokemon, right? Like
it's the nightmare Pokemon. Like literally, like its ability is called Bad Dreams, where it eats your dreams.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, it is interesting. Like we haven't really. I mean. When did we have a Darkrai card? Did we have one in... Was there one in Shrouded Fable?
So there was... Crown Zenith had an alt art.
Yes, in the Galarian Gallery. I don't know if there was another one in Scarlet and Violet, though.
I don't remember. I don't think there was. If you were around in the black and white days for the TCG, you'll know that Night Spear, Dark Patch, Darkrai decks were running rampant. I played a lot of them because I used a Keldeo Blastoise deck. That was meant to attempt to counter and didn't do a very good job. But there's a lot of those decks running around. It's funny. I actually looked at that card like the last couple of days because it was in one of the collections I was looking at. And I was like, this thing was so good. And its attack is 3 energy for 90 damage and 30 to your bench Pokemon. I'm like, Dragapult right now is doing 200 to your main and 60 damage spread about for 2 energy. It's amazing how much power creeping it has happened since Gen 5.
No, Dragapult's not rotating out, right? No, it's going to be in for a while.
No. Goldango is in Gardevoir were the big ones that rotated out.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I mean, but it was weird. I was trying to think like the last time we saw like a focus on Darkrai, and interestingly enough, it was the ETB of Astral Radiance. Like I have one, and I'm like, why was I'm so confused why Darkrai was on that because I couldn't, and I never looked into it, but like, was there something that Darkrai was involved with in that set? I feel like that set was mainly honestly, we should look into some Sword and Shield stuff one day on this pod because I remember the Palkia and the Dialga cards in that set, the alternate arts are stunning.
They're good. Yeah. They're very good.
Not to go off on a tangent yet.
There's another card I can't think of it off the top of my head that was really good, but I don't understand why that was on the ETB. And like you said that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember getting a bunch of these ETBs, way back when it was.
I have one back there, which is what made me
$1 billion.
I'm like, oh, you're right.
And
that was I think one of the Black Friday.
It's a sick looking art.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Target. Shout out to the gang that's been here that long that remembered $30 ETB drops that nobody even, oh my gosh,
you could still get them, like no one was like going crazy over.
Wasn't that sale that like the 2024 Black Friday sale for ETBs, like it was like 20 or 25?
I think it was 25. You think you're right there?
Yeah.
And
it was Lost Origin, Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, and Silver Tempest. Because I got a bunch of Silver Tempest and a bunch of.
It was the last quarter. It
Lost
was the last
Origin.
Third. Yeah, dude. That was crazy.
It was
the last third
insane.
of the block. There's the last block.
What a time.
Yeah.
And Darkray's just like a V-Star in this. It's not even like an alternate art.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm going to just pull it up real quick for the visual.
I never thought about that. But
like,
yeah.
This is
also the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box looks insane.
Yeah, this is the regular ETB, which I have.
I've never seen the Pokemon Center one.
Pokemon
That's
Center
gorgeous.
one looks sick. It's like darker and like, yeah.
It's only 100. Oh, there's no promo in it. I was like, it's $172. That seems low, but there's no promo in it.
Yeah, it is weird. Like they put it on and they don't really focus on it at all.
That's a sick card.
I mean, yeah, and then like because it doesn't even play along with the theme of the set. Like Machamp is big, Machamp, Beedrill, Starmie, like those are like the bigger alternate art cards. It's like it's weird. It almost seems like a wasted. I guess it would have been better. I don't know. Machamp would have been cool.
I don't know either. I didn't think about that. That is wild.
Yeah, it was just weird. So that's going to be the next name of our English set. Again, this year it's looking like 1-to-1s. We've been saying this now. We're going to continue to just highlight all these things, right? Because we're getting a lot of new listeners, dude. I have access to it. I sent Coda something today. We almost doubled in the follows on Spotify. Shout out to you guys all that are watching and tuning in all over the place, man. Really, really.
These are my people.
Yeah, it just really keeps us going. But
I've spent when I do my Wrapped on Spotify, it'll be like you listen to 32,000 minutes of stuff, and then it's like 28,000 minutes of that was podcast. I'm like, yeah, it was. That's like all I do is I listen to podcasts while I'm working and doing stuff. I love it. So I'm glad that we're that now for someone. That's so cool.
Yeah, 100%. So listen, guys. Again, we're always going to say this because we truly mean it. We appreciate you guys. So yeah, hopping over into keeping on the pitch black theme because this is going to be insane, guys. I don't know if you guys have seen this, and I don't even know if we would even be ready for a real thing. I don't think it's real. I'm going to share it right now on the screen, and there it is. So first impression,
it's cool.
It is cool times 10. This is something, again, I said this last week, Gengar is not like one of my faves. It's not something that I chase, but there's so many people that chase this. We're seeing what's happening right now with the Gengar in Ascended. This is next level. Like this could have been, you know what's crazy? I was talking to Pac the Ripper and he said, I'm like, there's no way this is real, right? This looks whatever, AI, whatever. We also thought the same thing about that Greninja that leaked. The SIR Greninja leaked like 2 months. It actually leaked in January in English as a real card.
The one issue is this says it's a promo, and there's no way they're gonna have a promo without this card.
I agree. Like, to waste it.
If this card is real,
if this is the ETB promo, honestly, like everything screams that this could be real. But anyone can make things like this nowadays. It's very easy to do.
Yeah,
the PBK.
I'm gonna say it's not personally because one, it's a promo. Two, promos are not listed as the set.
Right.
They would be under Mega. It'd be MEP.
MEP. Yep.
So this is definitely this is probably not real, but this is again better art than anything else has been. And they're also I just realized that Ghastly's shiny, which also makes no sense. But
it's crazy. Like dude, like the texture.
It's a gorgeous card
on here. It's like insane. Again, to your point.
Also, Sabrina's in it. I just realized.
Is that Oh man, you're right. It's almost too good, and that's where it's like, all right, too good to be true.
It is too good,
but you got the Gengar, the Mega Gengar, and then the Gigantamax, or what do they call it? Gigantamax Gengar? That's like the
Gigantamax.
Is that the artwork from Fusion Strike? That might just be the artwork from Fusion Strike. Who knows? It would be freaking sick, though.
It's a little different, but overall, like this again, and it's impressive that these cards are made because if you zoom in, the foiling looks
that's what I'm saying.
Very legitimate.
Like you got that fingerprint texture that you can see.
Yeah,
which looks insane.
It's gorgeous. Definitely not real unless they've changed something drastically for this set.
Like this Mega Gengar almost looks like the one from right off the card in Ascended. Actually, now that I zoom in on it,
it does. And it looks very similar.
Yeah, like the menacing smile that we like.
It's a cool card. I did see that this is going to feature Mega Darkrai, which we knew is the giant blueberry in the sky, and Zarude, which I always find it interesting that Zarude keeps getting like put into stuff because Zarude is basically like a throwaway, like as far as mythical goes. Mythical, it's a mythical technically, but yeah, it's a legendary, legitimately. But it's like a throwaway. Like there's nothing for it. There's not like a Calyrex has an entire like DLC. Same with Terrapagos has an entire DLC. All these Pokemon have like all these mythicals or secondary legendaries have these dedications, and then it's like Zarude's just kind of like there.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Zygarde in Gen 6, where it's just like Zygarde. All right, anyway,
I think Zarude got like because I think I opened some up. It was was it a promo in Destined Rivals? I think it was like a promo in a single pack blister. I'm like, why? I mean,
yeah, like a random foil.
Yeah,
there's never been like a legit like a alt art or anything of Zarude, which makes sense because Zarude is one of those Pokemon I of mythicals, it is the one I forget the most frequently. I just do not think of Zarude. It's I don't like it. It's not my favorite design. It's just, it doesn't feel like a Pokemon.
What is it?
It feels more like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. It's like it's like a dark monkey.
Yeah. Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Like that.
It just never connected with me. Mm-hmm. And there's been so few cards of it that it's really like, I don't understand why. Like Darkrai I get, Mega Darkrai I don't get as much because I don't love the design, but Zarude is just such a weird second featured Pokemon. Again, another set where Blastoise probably isn't getting anything.
No, I would need like a water based. I wonder if it'll come with. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I really hope we get something because that'd be a shame.
One would hope
be something that they would do.
It would. It would. Imagine like we go through all of Mega Era and there's never a Blastoise.
It would happen.
Poor guy.
So that's Pitch Black. That's what we got so far. That's what we know so far. Obviously, a little fan made art, really, really cool. I want to shift over now into what we didn't get this week, which is like 4 weeks in a row now. I think we're a month into the timeline of what we should have gotten, a Chaos Rising Pokémon Center pre-order, and we've yet to do it. And
we're 43 days away from release. We are officially, I think we have been for a bit. We're in the uncharted territory areas of this. I will, and for those of you that were around yesterday or Wednesday, April 8th, we had a drop on Pokemon Center for Ascended Heroes 10s, and it went horribly. It was a disaster. I got kicked out 3 times.
Yeah.
From it, I know there was everybody was dealing with different issues from like the carding. Like if you carded it too fast, like if you put one in there and then went to a different like 10 and put another one in there, it would just kick you out. I got kicked out for existing. I know a couple of people got a little bit, but I saw very few people that actually were able to get through. So I'm wondering if when that big like crash happened, when I think they were originally going to release it, if it really did a lot more damage, or if they were hacked, or if there was something happened that really truly broke their security systems. Because the website works fine, but the security systems being up, it makes it not work. So that is the only thing I can see as the reason at this point why we're not seeing it, because it makes no sense. We're getting to the point where like we're not too far from the window where we could see Pitch Black pre-orders.
Right.
So
it was weird.
I think that's why.
Yeah, to that point, it is weird. Something must have happened. It definitely was giving like they're trying to fix something, and this was like a test. I was waiting for it to actually load up late because the timer started when we all joined in. And guys, join the Discord. I'll leave the links in the description. Because we're like the most active on those days. So if you ever are trying to make sure you get something, it's a free Discord, so you just join in. But I don't know. It kind of was giving. So not only do they changed the CAPTCHA images, so it's no longer like the birds or the keyboards or the mice or whatever it was. Now it's like guitars and I forgot what the other one was already. But I had to do that like a crazy amount of times. And now just a hack for you guys, a little a life hack there on that. I open up a browser on Chrome, on Edge, on my work PC, and then I open up on if I have my Mac, I'll open up a Safari browser. You just never know what's going to happen. It could crash, it could whatever. So you might as well just be in as many as you can. I don't know if being on the same IP address affects you. I'm not too sure. I haven't noticed it. I've been able to get it somewhere, but sometimes your browser does crash. And now it's like, if you're only on one, then you're kind of screwed. But I got up to like 12 hours and then it came back down again. But then I feel like people were just leaving, but people were also buying the tins. And then by the time I got in, it was like an hour or so after the tins were all sold out, and that was it. So I'm kind of bummed about it. Yeah. I really want, like, I think everyone's just like, it kind of adds to like the Pokemon fatigue, right? Like, it shouldn't be like this in the first place, but it is. But like, with the amount of sets coming out and like just collector fatigue and just spending fatigue on like how much everything is costing, doing this and then continuing to like pull this whole pre-order string along, I feel like it's like, you know, I mean, it could turn some people off, which for the people that are in it for keeping it, that's fine. But
yeah, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's turning that many people off, because again, the people that it's turning off, it doesn't matter because there's so many other people that are coming in to replace them. That's the thing I always say. For every person that's, you know, I'm quitting the hobby because of this, there's 10 people that are like, good. Yeah, my turn. For me, I'm gonna take it. I'm taking the reins here because I want to be a part of this. I love this. You know, it just is what it is. But yeah, it reminds me of how thankful I am for like Costco that does really good drops. That hasn't had the issues, because so many. I mean, Walmart. It's Thursday. I think there was some kind of drop at Walmart. I'm sure it got botted up in like half a second. Target's the same way. You know, all these places just get so wrecked so quickly that you just kind of accept it. You know, like I said last week, I don't open anymore because of this, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. It is what it is. You know, hopefully I'll have a PC ETB to collect or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, that's a good thing. At least that limits you 100%. Like, I mean, I guess if you have botted accounts, I don't know how that works, but like, you're limited to 2. And like, you can't add more. I guess there was one time there was a workaround, but I want to show this to the viewers here, and then let's talk about this. So, staying on the topic of Chaos Rising, this popped up on the internet, where this person posted that they were at a weekend show in Myrtle Beach, and they were like the most terrifying thing. And if you kind of think about it, it is crazy, because what we have up on the screen now for the audio listeners is
terrifying. So dramatic.
Yeah, right? Like,
so dramatic.
Like, what are we gonna read here?
Come on, Pokemon fans, let's calm down.
The thing is, the set we haven't been able to get on pre-order. Someone, I think he actually said multiple people at this Myrtle Beach show had a copy of the Mega Greninja and also the Chinchino, which you can see here. Kind of sucks that it's not the full picture, but this is clearly under a display, and people were selling this card. It's almost a month and a half before release. Like, how'd you get it? And like, they won't, obviously no one's going to answer that. But how and why are these out there? I mean, we've seen it where like the next set shows up in like the set now. Sometimes a pack will show up, and who knows if Pokemon actually does that, like, just as, you know, whatever. But this is crazy. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it before of people backdooring cards. Now, this is a weird one for it to be happening with. Greninja, I mean, the Phantasmal Flames Charizard would have been more likely. So, I mean, with anything like this, massive grain of salt, because we're talking about Reddit and Facebook, the cesspools of social media. Yeah. So, who knows reality versus, you know, someone manufactured this to make it look like that. Because for all we know, that's a piece of paper inside of a sleeve, and they're just making it so they can get clicks. You never know. So, grain of salt. But if it's real, then it almost seems like maybe this is a situation where someone stole it. Maybe this is just a situation where people were able to like get their hands on packs and just ripped them, and they get backdoored packs somehow.
Hmm.
Uh,
So you're like,
again, I feel like if
more
this,
towards it not technically stealing the actual hits, but just getting lucky and getting a pack, and then
if you're going to do this, I understand that that's like the first thing people are going to go to, and a lot of people in the comment sections of these things were, oh, it's the Moonbreon situation all over again, where someone just took a bunch off the line and brought it. But if someone was going to do this, if someone's going to risk their job and risk a lot of jail time and a lot of restitution that they have to pay back for Greninja, why would they have not done that with Phantasmal Flame Charizard, which is probably going to be worth twice, if not more, what this Greninja is going to end up being at, than Chichino, right? So in my opinion, the more logical explanation of this is someone's buddy got a bunch of packs, stole them, maybe, I don't know, who knows, maybe they stole them, maybe they were working for one of these distributors and they took a bunch and decided to do that, and him and his buddy opened a bunch and they got some hits. I don't know, because they don't say a number. This could be literally like 1, 2, 3 people have this Greninja.
Yeah,
they ripped a ton of packs, ripped some boosts.
That many at this one show had it. That's like that. That's the strange part. That's where the conspiracy theories come in.
Yeah, it's one of those things. And again, we don't know the number. This person was very vague with a lot of this stuff, which again is why I'm very cautious on just jumping on believing it, even though I'm sure there seems to be some logic to it. But it just doesn't make any sense to steal specifically that. And like Chinchino, again, like if someone had 10 Greninjas, okay, but Chinchino is going to be a $30 card probably.
It is really nice.
It's cool.
I will say.
But if you're going to risk your job and jail time, I'm taking the Charizards. I'm taking
right.
I'm taking the Sunbreons when Prismatic got that giant reprint, because this facility that they would have allegedly have to steal it from, they're probably also printing, Prismatic and Phantasmal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm skeptical on it being a conveyor belt steal again, but I am more on the line of someone stole a bunch of packs or got a bunch of packs backdoored through a distributor and they ripped a ton and then they sold them all off for big profits because they're,
they were selling them for like 700, I think. Really? I want to say that's what it was, $700, which is really not that much. And I'm saying, no, that's a lot, but like it's 2 months ahead of a release. So you have those people, which I don't even know if you can technically even send this to PSA or tag. I don't think they would even grade this at this point.
No, they can't. They won't grade anything until it's released.
Yeah, so it's way.
That's why. I mean, again, that's a good reason for selling a ton of them. I just come back to like, I understand that people are stupid. I've seen Reddit. I love Reddit. I'm sorry, I love you guys. You're just ridiculous. But we've seen people be ridiculous and do stupid things. But again, like if I'm doing stupid things, why am I doing stupid things to maximize the money I can get from the stupid things versus Chinchino? Again, the Greninja is one thing. The Chinchino just is like, there's no way that's what they were doing. They just said, oh, Chinchino. Oh, it's worth more jail time there. Right. Grab a bunch of these.
I mean, who really knows? You never know. It's just like, it could just be like this, like if you're going to hop on a conspiracy theory train, like this could be Pokemon doing this. Like, you don't even know, like, cause like they could be releasing stuff to keep hype going. Again, I'm just saying, I don't think that's happening, but like, if you're going to hop on conspiracies, like it could be anything. I want to just showcase before we get into, because this, I think we looked at this. We did in one of our previous pods, but real quick, just want to check in on Ninja Spinner. This is the Japanese version, right? The gold card is still holding strong. It wasn't our favorite, basically how the layout was for Mega Greninja, like the placement, but that's at 470, and the Mega Greninja is 300, a little over 300 market price on TCG Player. And we were talking how the price of this booster box with the wholesaler that we use actually is holding up pretty strong. Municus Zero definitely dropped quicker, and I haven't picked up any more of that. Obviously, we know what Perfect Order is doing. Well, we'll talk about Perfect Order in a second. I do think this set is a tad stronger.
Oh, yeah.
And I only say
I
that
go further. I go further than that. I think this is a substantially stronger set.
I don't know. This is what I was
because
saying.
it's got a far better carry.
I think that what mainly carries it for me is the IR, the popularity of the IRs, in my opinion. Like, because you have Froakie, you have Frogadier as well, and that's also a connecting art with the Mega Greninja SIR. But you have Xerneas, which is beautiful. You've got there's a Frogadier right there. You've got Ampharos, which is beautiful. Not to take away from any of the artwork in perfect order, but Tauros looks nice. The Sliggoo looks nice. Like, this, I think, mainly because of it has just a better top chase in the Greninja over the Zygarde. I think that's where it puts it. But then we spoke about it. The Chinchino, the Dragalge, which I pulled once. This card looks absolutely stunning in person.
I'm sure,
dude. The Japanese cards, we always talk about it, but the card is stunning. The colors could have probably done with a little less of this smoke thing, whatever that is, down at the bottom, or I guess we're underwater there. But you've got AZ's Tranquility, which is the nice little trainer. Probably going to be. I'm surprised that that's. Well, I guess it's not a waifu, so it's not like top chase. You can see Roxy.
Yeah, Roxy's going to take that.
Still at $50, it's nothing crazy. But Mega Floette, you've got. So I think this set is better than Perfect Order. So we will see a little bit of an uptick, I think, on that part.
I think this box ends up in the Mega Evolutions price range, right in that area. That like 280, 300
English box.
English box. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're talking about future Chaos Rising, not Ninja Spinner. Ninja Spinner. I think Ninja Spinner probably ends up in the same area as the Mega Brave Mega Symphonia.
I'm interested,
which is not super high,
to see this market price at close to $100. I, however, don't think that. I don't know, the Phantasmal Flame, but it's Charizard. I think Mega Evolution Base will be the second best set, even after Pitch Black comes out. I mean, we don't know anything about it. Storm Emeralda might give it a run for its money for second because of the Mega Rayquaza.
Yeah, I mean, Mega Rayquaza is always going to be up there.
That's the only set that we know of right now that's a double set from Japanese, 2 sets into English with the 1 main set. So the amount of cards in there, and like, I don't know. I think Mega Evolution, honestly, Mega Evolution is a better investment than Phantasmal Flames.
Oh yeah, right. This price range, absolutely. Overall, I don't think either are great, but I think it's better.
Honestly, Coda, if you look at,
they're so close into that reprint window is my biggest deal. There's a much higher chance versus something like we've talked before, which we'll talk about later with some of the Scarlet Violet era.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Mega Evolution is kind of, I think it's better than a lot of sets in SV. I just think the top chase cards, the popularity of the Pokemon, I think that they're better. We should definitely do a little ranking of SV one week. If there's ever a slow week, we'll do one of those.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move into Perfect Order. Yeah.
Perfect Order.
The Perfect Order. All right, this is here. So Perfect Order. We are 3 weeks after now release.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, a lot of people were praying for this downfall. I feel like, we still have 3 cards over 100, and the top chase is the Meowth, which I don't mind. Wild. I mean, it's interesting, but it's kind of crazy. I mean, and like, it is kind of crazy also. Mega Starmie is holding up even over the Rosa. And I like the Clefable better. I think the whole Patrick meme thing is definitely keeping that up.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, yeah, the prices on these are for what it is are not bad.
Yeah.
It's a small set.
The Clefairy I love, and I love seeing it up here. I mean, rightfully so. It is this beautiful art. It's popular Pokemon. Yeah. But, it's, again, this is the smallest set we've seen so far. I don't know how much. I'm sure the Chaos Rising is going to be close into it. But again, with the better chase cards that we just looked at, I think it'll hold up better. So we're seeing what this is now, a few weeks in. So you should probably expect to see $200, $300 gold and SIR Greninjas, a few weeks out. So,
Oh yeah, I think the fact that these like the gold is still at 181 for Zygarde, I think Greninja is going to be healthily above 300 for a long time.
yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it definitely,
But
yeah.
even in that, the booster box is fighting. It's still above 200 technically, according to TCG Play. There's no listings under 200. Again,
Interesting.
booster boxes are not the sum of their are greater than the sum of their parts, and we've seen so many things get reprinted. We've not seen booster boxes really get a massive reprint other than after the second wave.
In anything.
So
yeah. Good point.
Yeah, and anything in Mega era. So it's interesting. They're still getting bought up at a decent clip, nothing crazy. I think some of the money we're seeing is diverting over to Prismatic right now with the big reprints and the availability of ETBs. But
yeah, I mean, they're selling close to 200 a day.
Yeah, this is truly the floor for what I think we'll see out of Mega era. Because again, it's just even Darkrai is a much more popular Pokemon than Zygarde.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, it's going to be really interesting, really, as we move into summer because, we saw it last summer a bit, not as bad as we saw it the summers before, and also even in the holiday season where things do start to dip a little bit just because people are shifting their attention to other things, right? Summertime, also the holidays. So that could happen. Now, being with smaller sets at that time, last summer we didn't really see it as much because we were still getting hit with Destined Rivals, which was crazy popular. And then we got hit with Black Bolt White Flare in July, which is a crazy specialty set. We don't even have a specialty set lined up for that summer block yet. So I don't know if we're going to get one.
I think Celebrations is probably going to take the place of it, honest, because that's September.
Okay, so September in Japan. So yeah, I guess it wouldn't.
And then we got our Fates set, our Mega Fates,
what was the horrible name?
December, January.
What was that?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was bad. I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah. It was horrible.
But yeah, I mean, who knows?
Perfect Order is to me, honestly, I think that a lot of people in my live stream do like to rip it. Having an energy break at a $30 spot. I'm getting people constantly telling me that, dude, thank you so much for having good prices. It's good to hear. The breaks sell out super quick. Again, like I said the other day, the Ascended Heroes breaks are almost double. If we're doing an ETB break, it's double the price, which is still way less than other people on TikTok. So I just wish I had more time, more of me to like help with that, and more product even. But enough of the savior shit. But people on my stream definitely like ripping it. I think it really depends on who the people in your community are, because I watch Nostalgianomics says it doesn't sell a lot on his stream, but people pay a crazy amounts for other sets on his stream where I don't think that would happen on my stream. So it depends on like who the people are that are, ripping and in your community. I don't know. I've been ripping it where we have most of the main set done as far as master sets. So me and the kids are doing it. And my nephew's doing it. So they're going in on the breaks as well. And we're probably going to just trade off. I think I have a nice little package coming from two people in the community, Milton and Meven. Shout out to you guys. They're helping with the master set. I'm like, we still have a bunch we want to rip still. So I wouldn't go crazy, but they're awesome people in the community. So, that's really, I mean, do you have anything else to add for Perfect Order?
No, I like I said, I think it's really interesting to get. We had Ascended, which was I think what was going to be peak Mega era. Mm-hmm. I don't foresee unless Storm Emeralda ends up being more along the lines of that like Omega Ruby Alpha not okay. Gosh, I'm so Gen 6 brained. The Ruby Sapphire set where there was rumors late last year about a Ruby Sapphire Black Bolt White Flare-esque set where every Pokemon has an illustration rare and all that. Unless Storm Emeralda ends up being that, which doesn't sound like it is because it's not a specialty set, I don't foresee anything peaking above Ascended. So we had like what I think is top Ascended, our top Mega, and then what I think is going to be the bottom of the barrel of Mega. And the market still wants it. The market cannot be satiated. This market is ruthless. And again, a bad set doesn't matter. 2 bad sets don't matter. 3 bad sets don't matter because people want to spend their money on this stuff and they want to invest, whether you like it or not.
It's almost like the best of both worlds for Pokemon as a company, because you're going to get people that chase that the people that don't want this are the people that want top chase cards for value. The people that don't want this are scalpers. The people that don't want this, the people that want this are people that love playing the TCG and the playable cards in it. The people that want this are the people that master set cards. The people that want this are the people that just want to open up something that's Pokemon that they're able to find. So that's I made a video about this, man, and it is okay to be on both sides of that fence, because there clearly is enough demand for it. And if this was a banger set, you turn off one and turn on the other. So it's like, it's almost like they're just, you know, they don't even have to really do much. They know what they're doing, and it's what it is. I reached out to my LGS and I'm like, hey, I need more booster boxes if you have any. Because this was the first set in a year that I've gotten them reach out to me like, hey, do you want some? I'm like, yes, I want some.
Yeah.
So, you know, they either got over allocated or maybe they just didn't think that they can sell it all. And they were like, Wave 2, reach out to us. I'm like, I didn't get anything from Distro about Wave 2. I did hear about Chaos Rising, which looks to be exactly the same allocation as Perfect Order.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming
I'm hearing that from a lot of people.
Yeah. So that's really what we got for Perfect Order. Talking about the top of the barrel here, let's go right into Ascended, man. I mean, Ascended, I feel like constantly and still doing crazy things. We've got Gengar holding up over 1,100. The big mover of the week, because this slot was held by Mega Dragonite last week, and somebody came into the live stream, and I forgot the name. I will get the name because I think someone screenshotted it, and I'm like, guys, screenshot this. They said Pikachu. I forgot the timeline. I want to say it was 3 months. Pikachu EX will be the top chase in Ascended Heroes over Mega Gengar. And I was like, I don't think so. I don't think so. But if you look at Pikachu, I mean, art-wise, I still love the menacing.
It's incredible. The biggest compliment I can give it is it looks like it's something from Pocket.
Yeah. Yep.
It looks like a card from Pocket, and that is in the most like positive way possible.
Yeah, it reminds me of the immersive card that Pocket had. But this is the
another
3-month run up here.
Another thing with with TCG player, again, like eBay is a better source of information, of financial information on this, because right now the lowest card on here that's near mint is not $895. So one purchase catapults this back up, you know.
It's 840, 850, 895, like right into 900 range. Yeah,
those are like the 840. There's one 840 that's got 6 sales. I'm not buying an $840 card from that person. Sorry.
I mean, they do have pictures.
The first one I'm seeing with this. I actually had some guy that was like a newer but had pictures, and he'd never seen the stuff, and apparently I looked back another day and they had like 60% positive feedback, and everybody was just ripping into him. He just never shipped anything. He just took the money, and he didn't take the money. He just tried to take the money.
That's terrible.
Anyway, so yeah, again, you know, I'll slip over to eBay and see what we're looking at for recently sold. Get you 276. But it's a gorgeous card. The more I've looked at it, the more I've actually ended up flipping to liking that one more than the pink one.
I still think that the Dragonite is way better art-wise, but popularity.
I think I love the Dragonite. I think the fact that this is Pikachu, and this is the best Pikachu card we've ever seen, in my opinion. I don't think there's been a better Pikachu. Like, period. I think this is the best Pikachu we have ever seen in a set that is amazing.
Because it's just Pikachu. It's not the terastallized version from Surging Sparks. It's not the terastallized version of the Pikachu is terastallized, which is an interesting addition to this.
So, 2 things. One, take a guess at what a PSA 10 of this Pikachu goes for. That went for 3 of them sold today for this price.
Well,
all directly from PSA Vault.
So from PSA Vault's a little different story because they'll fetch a lot of eyeballs. Right now, the Mega Charizard's around 800 raw. If I say that's around the same price as this, that's pushing 3,000. That's pushing 3K.
3,600.
36. Oh my god.
3,600. Have 3 different sold listings today from the PSA Vault, so you know it's a legitimate card.
My god.
That sold in different. They were all bid up to 3,600.
That is wild.
Obviously, we don't know paid. I don't see paid. Can't tell paid. Who knows? But I will tell you that there are multiple raw listings of this card with pictures that sold for $1,000.
That's crazy.
Today's sales were 885, 1,000, 1,150. I might be shill bidding. I'm not gonna bet on that one. But 850,000, 775, 900, 900, 700,000, 920. So yeah.
Crazy.
This card is
insane. Things just keep going, man. They just keep running.
Yeah,
it's nuts. When does it end?
The Mega Gengar. Okay, I will say to on the other side of that point, Mega Gengar on eBay again, because again, like for those who may not be familiar with shopping for these cards online in these different sources or like the different pricing, TCG Player is very focused on what actually sells, right? So you can see what's listed there, but it won't show the market price, and it's not getting bought up a lot because there's only probably I think the Pikachu had like 7, 8 actual listings, and there's not like consigners, so you're not having a bunch of people that are sending their cards into DC Sports or Catch 'em All Collectibles. I don't think he does on eBay, but like these other companies. Anyway, Gengar, 1444. 1495 in a PSA 9, 1300, 1400. Oh, my mouse went away. Come back. 1400. The PSA 10 went for 3,600, 3,650 today.
Crazy.
1550 raw, 1550 raw. So all those prices, TCG Player is going to say it's like 1,100. It is actually it's selling constantly today. It is sold many for 1,300 to 1,400.
Yo, honestly,
that's insane.
100%. I want to talk about this in a podcast. I think we should devote time. Maybe when we have a guest that does this stuff, I think it's a great topic to talk about for the listeners on how to price stuff out when you're going to shows, just so you can have the best information in your fingertips when you're trying to sell cards or when you're trying to buy cards, where to look, what to look for. Because again, like Coda's making that good point, looking at market price on TCG Player doesn't tell you the full story. Especially when you go into, let me switch back over to this real quick. This is the Mega Gengar. There's a Chinese one, I think, a Korean one, 2 Korean ones, and then there's only 7 other listings.
And the lowest is 1,300.
The last, right? So the lowest is 1,350. Yeah, 1,300. The last one is a BGS 10. It's a pristine 10, not the black label, and that's at 9,000. So
yeah,
if a PSA 10 selling for 3,600, I mean the 9K. Yeah, because a black label.
You have to comp. You have to comp both things. Don't just go off TCG Player Market. Never just go off TCG Player Market, because then you end up with, bad information, and people can really screw you up. Because right now the market price on that Pikachu is $776. And if someone came in and said, "Hey, 80%, $776 out the door," that's great, right? Even 90%. I'm a really be kind. I'm gonna say 90%.
Yep.
They're making $400 off this card
based on the last sales over on eBay. And
on eBay,
yeah, like because I would rather buy on eBay too, because as a business to do it, you if you're set up properly, you won't be paying the tax. There are, so real quick before I finish the story, the guy came. So they said it in the live stream. In 3 months, it'll be worth more than the Gengar. To finish that up, he finished it with saying, if it doesn't surpass the Gengar, I will give one of those away on your live stream. I'm like, wait. He's like, I have to. I'm like, all right, guys, screenshot it. Let's go. Let's keep this man to his word.
That's wild.
I mean, it was kind of crazy. I mean, I'm not expecting it. I think it was cool to have, that type of conversation. I love having a good active chat with some cool things to throw out there and get the conversation going. You know what I mean? But to hyper focus back to this, I mean, just looking at this, you're still seeing, what is this? This is 12 cards. The first page has what, 20 cards in it? No, more. A lot of them are still closer to $100.
25, I think. Yeah.
This Gengar is making a move, dude. This went down to like $50 around. And look at this. Look at this U curve here. Lowest was 51 on TCG. It is at 90 right now, and probably pushing higher based on recent sales. Like the lowest listed on here, 3 sales is $89. 130 sales, $90. So it is crazy. It's crazy to see. I mean, I think it's one of the better ones. I do like the Dragonite Mega Attack Rare as well, obviously. But dude, this set.
I hope the Japanese follows it because I have a bunch of those to PSA.
Of which one? The Gengar?
Of the Japanese one.
Nice. I've got the Dragonite.
I hope it follows it.
I just had the Dragonite in there. This Mewtwo's also making a move. Look at this. Look at this chart. This is crazy. Yep. I mean,
isn't like every chart for this set like this? Like the Pink Pikachu. Oh, the Pink Pikachu does not have the same success.
Yeah.
People don't like the crowns.
Yeah, the Terrassoli is not the most popular. I do love like the art style. It's like that digitized looking thing, but
if you remove the crown, I like it a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, we spoke about this last week, man, and it's just that this set is doing stuff that it hasn't done. We finally pulled the Gold Charizard this week, so now we only need to pull 2 more cards in order to give away the ETB on the TikTok. But
what do you have left?
What's that? Who?
What do you have left to pull?
We have the Trikachu and we have the Mega Embor SIR. Those 2 SIRs we have not pulled yet. So where is the Mega Embor? Right here at 62. So continuing to push its way further and further along is Ascended Heroes. This month, guys, we're going to be getting our next product of Ascended Heroes, which is booster bundles, which is insane because when the hell did we pre-order those? November? Did we pre-order those with?
Something like that. With the ETB.
Did we do it with the ETBs? I don't remember. It's so
It was around the same time. I think it was the same time.
We would have pre-ordered because the ETBs came out. Well, they were supposed to come out in January, so I think we pre-ordered them in like November, and then they got delayed a month, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Who knows?
The booster bundles look. The booster bundles are going to be interesting. The booster bundles, one, I don't think they're going to bring the prices down that much. They'll bring it down some. We'll have another one of those like bump downs, but I think we're going to go right back up because the set's just
it's just
insane.
Being ripped at a crazy amount.
Yeah, like people like because people know they can rip this and make so much money. Like these bundles are going to get eaten up by rip and shippers. Scalpers are going to be botters are going to be all over this.
All over it.
Do not expect to get any of this product unless you are camping out somewhere. I'm sorry. That's just that. Like I know that for myself. If I wanted to open any of this, I'm not going to be able to unless I'm willing to spend 4 hours sitting in front of a Walmart, and I'm not. Right now it's a $89 booster bundle. We've had a lot of sales today. Wow.
Which I wouldn't even look at this, to be honest. Like pre-sale.
Yeah, we saw a ton of sales at $80 today. So it'll probably come down. Will it come down a ton? No, I think this settles around 60.
Yeah.
When the drop happens, if not 65, because again, it's wave 1, so we're not getting a full send of the product.
Yep.
But it's gonna be hard to get.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see like what. Again, I don't think it'll do much. Just comparing to some of the other bigger streamers that ripped 800. I think it was Alex that said it. 800 packs of Ascended in one stream. Like I only do like maybe 4 breaks, which is like 120-ish packs, 130 packs, maybe a little more. 144 packs. So to hear that, I mean, he rips through them very quick. I don't do that quick, and it's nuts. So it's going to be another case where with what happened with Prismatic. Let's real quick before let me pause this. Yeah, all right, we're back. So all right, so that kind of wraps up Ascended. We're going to continue to do weekly check-ins. I think it's really cool to see some of these cards in the movement. If you guys are still listening here, let us know. Do you think Pikachu is going to be overtaking Gengar in 3 months? I hope Dragonite moves back up because I really like Dragonite. We shall see. moving on into some topics that we did touch up on last week. And Coda, I know you were talking about it briefly before we started recording today. But last week we briefly went through, because we were equally shocked at what a tragedy it was for Surging Sparks to be where it was at as far as price points. So we were like, wait, what's happening? It was the cheapest booster box in Scarlet and Violet last week. Had some people that were listening to the podcast join the live stream to tell me that they actually bought some, and thanks to us for like the insight. Surging Sparks has now moved up. What did we say? Let's share this real quick.
It's moved up
a little bit
from when we discussed it. It's moved up about like 12-ish dollars, $13-14. So not bad for a week. I mean, we're talking about when our last podcast was April 2nd. It was at $245. It's at $260. So $15 in a week. Mm-hmm. High, pretty decent buy volume on there. Again, now that I'm realizing it, I really need to do better about looking at eBay for these as well. I know it's convenient to look on TCG Player.
Yeah.
But like realistically, looking at last sold on eBay is a much better grouping. I actually had a buddy, shout out Ben Canley. I don't know if I told him to listen to the podcast. He didn't know I had one, which tells you how good I am at marketing it. And he's heavy into like trying to buy some stuff up. And I got him to buy. I didn't get him to. He wanted to have a good suggestion. I said, hey, if you can get Surging Sparks for $240-ish, I'd do it. And he picked up 2 boxes for like $237 a piece. So eBay, it's still sitting in that $242, $250, $300, but that's with a booster bundle as well. So it's like in that $252-ish, $255-ish range.
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah. I mean, look, I think it's going to it got hit bad with the reprints that it had. So like this was like one of the only sets that was actually reprinted and put into vending machines. So that did affect this set pretty badly, which you don't really see that too much of that in the modern times because of the fact that they don't really reprint. But just not to harp and dwell on Surging Sparks, but Pikachu is making a run up again. I think that it's, last week, where were we at? Yeah, 285, and it's moved up a bit. So it's like, what is it? It's like 300. Yeah, about 300.
300-ish.
Near mint 300. So, I mean, I really love this set. I'm very vocal about, like, I don't have huge positions on it. I have a sealed booster box case. I have some loose booster boxes as well. We might rip some of those live on the stream soon, but we spoke through what we feel about the set. The SIRs, I think, are really, really good. And I think that it will hold up well because of the depth of it. The illustration rares are really cool. So, you got some popular Pokemon. You got some cute cards like the Fampy, which I love.
Yeah.
And like the Durant.
How much?
You put the Durants next to each other.
How much do you... How much do you think it being now like the third best Pikachu in this Scarvy Mega era is going to hurt it? I don't. To be fair, I don't think so, because again, I'm a booster boxes are more than some of their parts, but this Pikachu is now the third best Pikachu of the last 2 eras.
See, it because art is so subjective. Like, I think I said the other.
I'm not subjective with it. I hate it.
What's that?
I said it doesn't feel subjective to me. I just don't. It's just like is not as good as the other two.
It's just a different style. Like,
which is the definition of subjective.
I definitely said that the other two were better than this. It's just that, like, looking at this again, it came up on my today or on this day on TikTok, and I shared it when we pulled this last year. I think on this day. So I shared it today, but it's just a different style. This looks like a sketched Pikachu. I really fell in love with the rainbow borders on these cards for some reason, and that's kind of why I also still like the Trikachu. I think is that it's kind of weird to it's the only card in Ascended with the rainbow borders. It's the only terrestrialized card, I think, in that set, which is an interesting
which is
choice.
good because I'm over the terrestrialized. I mean, I'm kind of glad we're out of that era.
It is weird though, like because that was a Scarlet and Violet mechanic, right? So to see it in Mega and to see it as the only card in Mega, it's just weird. I don't know. It was a weird choice, but yeah, I don't know how much it will hurt it. I know I don't know if I shared the video yet or I'm gonna, but what we were talking about this and you were like, this is acting. It's not as bad as, but it's acting like Vivid Voltage, and that was a really good just one-liner comparison that you made to it.
It's Vivid Voltage with a better depth. So that's why I'm more bullish on it long term. I'm not bullish on Vivid Voltage long term, but I am relatively bullish on this because again, the Latios is an amazing card. The Milotic is my favorite card of the set. The Latios that goes with the Latios is great. The Mesprit, we talked about this last time, so I won't rehash all of it. But like the Vivid Voltage doesn't have the depth. And it's just the Rainbow Pikachu. I think it was more of a meme during a time than it was a
it has the
genuinely good set. Oh, look, Zaru's there. That's why I hate it.
I was gonna say the booster box looks way nicer, but like it's the VMAX Pikachu. That's what it is. So like the Pikachu VMAX,
it's
the Rainbow,
big chunky Pikachu, and it was funny to talk about the giant fat rainbow Pikachu. And it was funny during COVID when really it was like a vintage boom.
Yeah. But who knows? Surging Sparks could very well sit at this price point for the next few years, but this set is 4 years old, maybe more. Vivid Voltage.
Probably closer to 5, right?
And it's still under, it's probably from 2021. So yeah.
Well, that's 5 years ago now, brother. We're old.
Yeah, this year. So
the Voltage was November 13th, 2020, actually. So it's getting close to 6 years old.
So yeah, 21, 22.
It was in the midst of COVID, in the midst of the COVID boom, which is why,
which would make sense. A little bit of a pump on those, yeah.
But Surging Sparks is a far better set. So I'm still bullish on Surging Sparks because there's also a twofold thing. This is what I was talking to my friend about. It's a set that was at the time, it kind of was like part of the catalyst for this boom. And I know Pocket was heavily responsible, plus just a weird nostalgia wave that hits every once in a while. And it was ripped a ton.
Yeah.
When it came out during that early part of the boom, when Prismatic was impossible to get, people were ripping the crap out of Surging Sparks. So I think there's a decent chance that there's less product, less booster boxes left from this. And I know there was the reprint, but I think it could have a better long-term, future, gains off of it.
Right.
Because of that. I would be, again, like what I told him, not financial advice, blah, 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 blah. If I was going to be grabbing anything from the SV Rare era right now at the prices there are, like, I feel like this is a decent one to grab and to have like reliable, if not, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to pop off or anything, but I think you get reliable returns in 5-10 years.
Yeah.
And it's relatively affordable in this market.
Yep.
And it won't get reprinted again, I don't think.
I mean,
I think it's gonna be out of the window by the time there's any printing going on for booster boxes.
When are they going to reprint Journey Together? When are they going to reprint Destined? Like, they have to move on. And like, they've been focusing on, and we're going to get to this now, they've been focusing on 1,000,001 reprints or restocks, whatever you want to call it, of this set right here. Prismatic Evolutions. I feel like this set, every month we're seeing something. We got booster bundles on Pokemon Center last month.
Yep.
We got ETBs, and I want to say were you saying it was like in the 1,000,000 unit range on, was it Walmart? I don't know where that happened.
That was what I saw. Walmart had a heavy amount that were all botted up, but a heavy amount were released.
Because like this on TCG Player, at least, like you can see here what happened. It was over $200 on ETB. And the reprint happened.
Look at how much it's getting bought up.
It's down to like 165 on here, the 170 range. But like, guys, at 200, it was moving what 50 to 60 units a day, at that 200 price point. Once it drops, so like this is the problem where a lot of people are like, oh, reprints are going to help. Reprints are going to help. It doesn't. The fact of the matter is that there's so many people still sitting on the sidelines waiting because they know where it was. They didn't get it on it, so they're like, crap, it's on 200. Is it going up? Once it dips, look at this. Start coming out 100. We literally are seeing 3 times the amount, 200, 6 times the amount, 300 units a day as we're moving here. That's insane. Almost 400 yesterday or the past 2 days. Like crazy.
It's getting bought up so fast.
This is the reality of reprints right now in this market, is that it doesn't matter what they do. So it almost feels like, do they even focus on the other stuff? Because the people that are waiting on the sidelines to reprint, I don't think they're trying to rip those anymore. I think that they're trying to hold them long term. Yep. So I understand it.
Unless they're rip and shippers, except for rip and shippers.
Except for rip and shippers, you're right. Yep, because that'll be something that they still want to rip.
And again, and we've said, like, even we who are, you know, in the business that has failed to realize sometimes how much rip and shippers impact everything. Mm-hmm. So Prismatic still have said people love to rip, even at astronomical prices, even though it's a terrible set to rip. It's just miserable. It doesn't matter, because I think there's gonna be a lot of this is going to get ripped. I think a lot of this is going to get bought up by people that have a lot more money than any of us, probably a lot of us combined.
Yep.
And they're just investing and they're saying, Prismatic, oh, evolution, okay, buy it. Or they just have it's someone that is a, you know, stockbroker, or one of these, not stockbroker, but like one of these big business stock market types, you know, those rich people that I'm definitely not one of, because I can't say what they are. And they're just like, they have some 22-year-old kid that they're like, hey, just here's how much, buy whatever, buy, like market research, buy whatever. And they're going to see Prismatic. Oh, it was up here. Heavy liquidity, or not heavy liquidity, heavy buying at this level. I'm gonna buy 400 of them, and that's nothing.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
The thing is, it's not. They've reprinted so many things. They've done so many different products that we've never seen before. The EV pouch, these premium figure collections, this SPC that was under $100 MSRP, and I was picking some up at $200 like 4 or 5 months ago. And I was like, it's a lot, but I love the product. We all know what happens with UPCs, and this is like, I don't know if we ever had a super premium collection like this before. It's at $336. This is something to keep an eye on, because I believe Sam's Club. I don't think it's Costco. Is it Costco?
Oh, is it not Costco?
I could be wrong.
I thought it was Costco, and I thought Costco in Canada had some.
Yeah, this is going to be dropping, guys, is what we're getting at. It's going to be coming out. But this is like your UPC style product. It has 15 packs. It's got sleeves. It's got the Fruit EV promo that you can see here. It's got this really cool deck box that's EV. The beautiful Evolution sleeves and this stunning playmat. Like, this product is top tier. That's just my opinion on it.
It is Costco.
It's Costco? Okay.
Costco. I thought it was, which is good. Costco has a better dropping system online, guys. Costco's got a far better drop system, so we actually have hope. There's a lottery system that we can maybe get something from.
Yeah. So, I was able to, again, because I love the set as a collectible item, and I know a lot of people hate that. A lot of people will be, I see people in comments all the time like, this is not supposed to be sitting on a shelf. That's your opinion. I personally love looking at my booster boxes that I have on the acrylic cases. I love it. I have the sets in a binder if I want them, but I also have them in the box. But there's so many cool different things, like this 8-pack mini tin, every evolution with a custom foil card that comes in it. I think this was a Costco exclusive.
It was, yeah. Or that might actually have been Sam's.
Maybe this was Sam's Club. And if
I don't know, it's hard to tell.
Secondary, to the point of this is that there's so many things you don't even know where the things, when they dropped, where they dropped.
Yeah.
This would have been cool to have. I never got my hands on a binder collection. I do have a binder with cards in it, but I never had the binder collection. The poster collection we had quite a bit of, and then the tins were released again. there was just so many things. I don't know why this Goku is here, but there were just so many things on Prismatic. I really, again, ripping it is such a tough thing. I hate to not be able to rip something nice for people when they're on my stream. I like really feel bad about it. I ended my live stream the other night with some auctions on the 3-packs, and we pulled someone a Jolteon SIR. So that was fun. I'm like, thank God we finally pulled something nice for that. But yeah, Prismatic Evolutions, guys. You know, this is exactly what's happening in the market with everything. Once it gets reprinted, it gets bought up. If you can get it at that point, do it. I mean, if you paid a little more, it's going to come down and it'll go back up. That's just what's been happening with these good sets. It doesn't happen all the time, but with good sets, it happens. Talking about good sets, something we haven't jumped into recently is Destined Rivals. Yep. And I think you mentioned that you heard that there is going to be an ETB reprint of Destined.
Yeah. If you guys, I don't like saying their name because I don't necessarily love how they conduct themselves, but there's a very popular alert group on Instagram and Discord, but they announced that their sources, which they've been relatively reliable, they nailed the Prismatic one and stuff, is talking about a massive Destined Rivals ETB reprint that's going to be coming. They said summer 2026. I don't know when that is. I saw them comment about a number in like the million range. Wow. So that's again, something similar to what we just saw with Prismatic. Again, will it matter to any large degree? Probably not, because what we're going to see is this, the same thing. This is actually sitting above where Prismatic was, which is
that's what
wild.
I was going to say. Yep.
I didn't even realize this ran
up. I didn't realize this ran up either. And
yeah.
It was selling anywhere between 5 to 15 units a day, 18 here, but $220 right now, which was about $15 to $20 higher than what Prismatic was, I believe. Prismatic was just like $200, maybe $10 more. But again,
it was like 205, I think. Yeah.
This is like Prismatic's a specialty set, so that you do see that call for the higher price points because of the limited runs. Destined Rivals is the main set, and it's not even a year old. And we know the story, and we're gonna go look at it real quick. But we know the story of the booster box. But look at the Pokemon Center ETB, dude. It's $500.
I know. This is why I moved off mine.
It's crazy. I mean, I gave one away. Like every week, I'm talking about the givvies. We gave one away last year. Actually, the same person hit the giveaway. They hit the Black Bolt givvy, which I ended up getting back in my collection, which is somewhere over here. And they hit this. And yeah.
That's insane. That's some luck I want.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if we'll ever see a reprint of this. Again, if it happens, there's probably more people trying to get a booster box of Destined Rivals than there are anyone trying to get Prismatic, I think. This is like top tier, S tier set where we're hovering at that $600 price point, which is absolutely insane. 10 sold, you had closer to, I mean,
dude,
it's tough to explain because
I don't think they reprinted the booster boxes for a long time, if they do at all. Think about this way. What they're looking at right now is we want to get because they're doing all these ancillary products, and we've said it so many times, there's been confirmed sources from everywhere that they're purposely not printing as many booster boxes. Mm-hmm. Just think about what if it's a million, let's say it's a million. I've seen numbers above for the reprint. I've seen numbers a little bit below, but let's say it's a million ETBs, right? That's 9 million packs, which is 250,000 booster boxes, but they can make better profit margins and get it in the hands of more people, which is a win-win for them because they're keeping as many people as happy as they can while also maximizing their profits. And again, they're a greedy corporation, as every corporation is. Yep. And that's what they want to do. IMO, personal opinion, not reflective of anything else.
IMO.
But these are like they're focused on getting this product in so many hands of so many different people that they're not worried about booster boxes. And that's why I think booster boxes, in my opinion, are what I would be investing in, because they're reprinting everything else. The ETBs are getting reprinted like crazy. We saw Prismatic. We didn't see Journey Together because I guess it's just not as popular. So they decided to print this Destined instead. I'm sure we'll see Ascended. We'll have a massive reprint. If not multiple massive reprints.
We saw booster bundles of both Journey and
we did see booster bundles
at the same time. Like they came out.
That's true.
Together, yeah. So
that's true. But yeah, like we're gonna see this, and in the end, it doesn't matter still because it's still gonna stay super high. So the booster boxes will probably just go up more because there's no more coming into the market right now.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? Booster boxes might be at like $650 by the time this whole thing's over, because they're just, I think right now people are realizing, well, if I'm going to buy it, there's no more coming right now. There's no more. I mean, if they're putting 9 million packs, and again, I'm just running off this million number. If they're putting 9 million packs out there and none of them are booster boxes, and we have 1 million ETBs, 0 booster boxes, well, what's the better investment even at this ridiculous range? And the people with all the money are going to come in and say, well, buy it. There's a good chance it doesn't get reprinted.
I really am wondering what happens. Like, obviously, everything isn't going to stay this high. So people should just proceed with caution, depending on what their long-term goals are. Like, I definitely have some sealed stuff. Like, things can't stay this high forever. So, just be careful. If it's starting to go down and you need money, I'm sure you could sell it, no problem. But I would definitely just continue to hold. I just don't know. No one knows what will happen. Like, people might forget about Destined Rivals in 3 years. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't know what will happen. I mean, know,
that's the whole thing about investing right now. And sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you don't know like where people's mindsets are. You don't know what Pokemon's going to come out with. That the focus shifts to that. I mean, it's already happening now. Like everything, we're just always looking at what the next thing is. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Yeah, and at the same time, what is the everything goes up. Booster boxes just go up. Like, not always, but there's going to be a correction. It's just when that correction comes. And that, again, when I've talked to people, people have asked me about like what they should buy, which again, I'm like, I don't know why you're asking me. I don't invest. I just know this information because I have this. We're doing this podcast, and that's why I look it all up.
Yeah.
But people are asking like, oh, what is a good investment? Like, oh, should I buy this ETB? Should I buy this premium collection? I'm like, look, there's no reason to necessarily buy any of these newer sets right now, because anything, in my opinion, anything from Ascended onwards has a decently high chance of being around when that print facility that we've all talked about forever and ever, and it seems like it's just never going to happen because we can't stop talking about it.
Right.
When that comes around, those are in the crosshairs of things that I think could potentially be there or not. Who knows? It's hard to say because, again, we don't know an exact date. I've heard my best assessment is early 2028. So putting it right at that 2-year mark of Ascended. But it could be like 151 where they just say, we're going to keep reprinting this because it's just so dang popular. It's going to be interesting to see long-term if there's ever going to be enough to quell the market, or if the market is just going to have a natural petering out and higher floor set and then spike back up in a few years.
Yeah.
But there's going to be opportunities to buy things. Don't try to time the market. Don't try to go and say, well, it's going to run up, or I think this is the lowest it's going to get, because there's a good chance that a lot of the stuff gets lower.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here.
And there's a good chance that it doesn't. That's the whole thing. It's like,
yeah. I'm not going to sit here like people who are constantly stroking the egos of the MSRP gang and telling them how it's all going to come back down. It's going to be MSRP. Everything's going to be MSRP from, surging sparks or whatever, or temporal forces onward. All of it's going to come back to MSRP. No, I think there's a lot of it that there's very, very, very low chance that it does. But a lot of this newer stuff, a lot of the mega era stuff, I wouldn't buy Phantasmal at $450 a box.
It's crazy.
I wouldn't buy Destin at $600 a box, because I think there's going to be chances to get it lower. Will it get MSRP? I don't think so. Not within the next couple of years, unless there's some kind of major market turn. Then they have other magical printing facilities that they have up and running that we don't know about.
Listen, you don't know what will happen to the people that are holding. Like, like I'm in the hobby for multiple reasons. Like I've said before, people that are in here just to invest. I mean, look, when they invest in anything, like things come down, as long as you don't sell it, like you didn't take a loss. A lot of people aren't that savvy of investors. They're just riding this wave. So that could be the reason why some things do drop in the future, because as the market demand comes down, because it can't really stay up this high. And I mean, it could, but so you don't know. But I think that it
absolutely could.
Yeah, like you don't know. Like, things for demands for certain products could start to shift, and then the people that aren't like savvy investors, as you would say, would start to sell off stuff, and that's when you can kind of potentially see a dip in it for a bit. But then the people that are in here long term and they're in at better prices, they could just pick that up again, and then we're in the same boat that we are now with reprints. It'd be the same thing.
Yeah, no. I think the other side of that coin quickly is those people, the savvy investors, are going to feed off of the not savvy investors, and we've seen so much big money come in, not just rich people, but like corporations, like groups that are forming around that, like stock market groups, and treating it like an ETF almost.
Yeah, just like what's his name, Scaramucci's son. Well, Scaramucci, who. Yeah,
I mean, we've seen Mr. Yeah, Mr. Wonderful's talked about it. All like CNBC's talking about all these different there's Wonderful the group that's trying to buy up.
He has the chain too. He's like the Logan. He's like the old Logan.
He is like the Logan Paul of investing. I agree.
He has the Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron triple logo man.
Yeah, whatever.
It's on a chain, so
yeah, whatever with that. But like you have the group that's trying to buy up 25% of the Van Gogh Pikachu's PSA 10s. There's these groups that are coming in that we've never seen before. So I think it's I'm never going to say everything's going to come out MSRP. I'm never going to say that you should invest in stuff, one, because you make your own decisions, but two, like,
yep.
It's such a volatile market that if you're thinking long term, this might not be the time for certain things. Anything that has a chance of being in this reprint window for this new facility, I would be hesitant at best.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
be smart.
That's really
don't FOMO
too. Like, just do what you can. Don't get caught up in the hype of like people wanting to pump stuff, and that's how people get burned a lot. So just be careful
and find your anchor in the hobby. There's other things too. Find your anchor.
Mm-hmm. Before we get into the segment of the stream where we talk about pickups of the week, I don't know if you picked anything up. I do want to read this comment someone left, which was actually a pretty good comment. And they said they left a comment on Spotify. So if you guys will leave your comments,
love it.
We'll read some of them here. I have zero issues with resellers or rip and shippers, but it's annoying hearing people who resell, like you all, justify what you do, but then go in on scalpers. You're all buying for less.
I don't go in on scalpers.
And reselling for more. I guess it's just the way we personally do it is the right way. So I guess he's saying like, I resell, like I buy lower and resell higher.
Yeah.
Like, why am I going in on scalpers? It was a really good question. I was like, listen, this is a great question. Like I basically said to them, like, I understand where you're coming from. In my opinion, I just think that scalpers get a lot of hate because they're creating scarcity across the entire market and then just driving the entry points up, because if they weren't buying everything off the shelves and people were able to get stuff, that wouldn't create this demand for the product where now your LGSs also have to match that price, because then people would just buy their stuff and sell it for more. You know what I mean? Like your LGS can't become the product, the feeding of all the product, and then like that's scalped as well. So it's almost the play that GameStop is doing, whereas like I almost think it's a good thing that GameStop's pricing is so high, and maybe they could just afford for people not to buy it, but no one's buying that shit to scalp. I don't know.
So I will say I don't push back on scalpers, because I am very much for the good and the lot of bad that on both sides. You can do what you want in this country. You can you can scalp. You can go into a Walmart and get a bunch of stuff and then sell it out of the back of your car. 100%. I have no issue with that on a like a legal level,
right? Yeah.
In the same way that I have no issues with it. I will say that my biggest issue with it is it's not a tenable business model. But if you're not in it for long term, then whatever, you can do what you want. I will push back on the idea that scalpers are responsible for the market because, again, I would say that rip and shippers are equally, because a lot of these bigger rip and shippers are buying from the scalpers. They're buying from the people. So, they don't have sources to get it otherwise. So they're going to go to whatever the source is. So it kind of feeds the whole problem. So I'm not going to sit there and say like, oh, it's scalpers' fault. I've never been one of those people that's like, it's scalpers' fault for all this. One, it's Pokemon's fault.
Mm-hmm. You
full stop. This is Pokemon's fault. Pokemon didn't like seeing where their prices were. They weren't printing enough. They didn't have the facilities up to handle if there was ever a boom again. We boomed. We're booming, as Dan Ketchmall says all the time. We booming. But they are responsible for the lack of product. Secondarily, the people that are botting, I'll have issues with, because it's not like it's a cheat code. It's not legal. It's like what they're doing is breaking the rules of the places they're buying from. So yes, I'll push back on botters. That's a huge difference. But I'm not going to push back on someone that goes in and scalps, because again, you can do what you want. It's just not like, it's not business savvy. It's just a quick cash grab. But there's plenty of quick cash grabs out there that are completely legitimate. But it's not. I don't think they're third on the list. Maybe they're third on the list of reasons that the market's like this.
No, I think you bring up a good point. Now, I just want to just counter that a bit, is that yes, rip and shippers were here before the boom. The price points were more normal. They were actually even under market on a lot of things. So what was the catalyst? That's where I come in with the whole thought of, if the product wasn't being bought up at the stores, then customers would be able to go to stores if they wanted to and get them at MSRP, which would keep the rip and shippers prices at MSRP as well. That's what I mean. The only reason why the pricing is where it's at is because there's nothing available in the stores because of that group of people, where then it forces your LGS to match it, because if they don't, then those people are going to go in there to the LGS and just buy it and do the same thing. So the LGSs are raising the price. Yes, you're 100% right. I only get certain allocations, so I have to turn to the secondary market, which in theory is buying from a lot of those people as well. So it is like a whole thing, and that's where I'm like, okay, and I understand where this comment came from. It's a great comment. I feel like we love comments like this, where we can absolutely have conversations, debates even on it. It's a great topic. But that was kind of like where I came in at it. Like, again, I said this live on the podcast as well. Like, I think Pokemon low key loves that they're scalping, because it's keeping the demand
100%.
So
they love it. They're eating this up right now, literally. They're feasting right now. They can put out a however many hundreds of thousands of prismatic ETBs out into the world and still watch the market be insane. But again, I will say, your assumption of, rip and shippers were here before, so they were always doing this. The amount of rip and shippers is probably like 10 to 20 to 30 times what it was pre-boom. If not more, if not far, far, far more.
Right.
So we have, honestly, the vast majority of rip and shippers are not people that were ever going to do this for MSRP. And if it ever goes to MSRP again, they're not going to do it. They're going to be out.
Well, I actually had a conversation with a streamer friend of mine that we're like, I don't want to cape for us all the time, but we're more of like the ethical side of it, where we don't want to like break anyone's bank to just make an extra buck. Like, I'd rather be reasonably priced. But if things start to decline, that entire part of the hobby essentially goes away, because, to your point, their business model goes away. There's no profit to be made, because now the demand isn't as strong. There's no reason for them to go. It's happening with Perfect Order. That's why you see Perfect Order on the shelves. They can't sell it for a profit. They can't scalp it, so it's sitting on the shelf. There's plenty of other products that people want, which is helping it, but they can't go and clear the shelves out, so it's sitting there. Where's my price points? Way lower than I've had it in over a year.
Yeah.
So when that goes away, and then like people can go get stuff in the stores if they want, and if they want to have fun with a community rip, they come live, and my price points will be adjusted as well because I'm not having to pick up extra stuff from distro. I'm not having to pay extra at the secondary market. Like there's so many things that change. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And yet, but at the same time, yet the booster box is still $200 because there is a large portion of these people that are still going to buy, and everything else is still going up. Like it doesn't, like the scalpers don't matter,
right?
When investors and rip and shippers are still, there's still a demand for product that's not getting printed anymore. Yep. So like, realistically, like at the same time, yes, like, oh, if scalpers weren't around, like MSRP stuff, but if you could say if rip and shippers weren't around, then some of these older booster boxes would probably be more, available because they wouldn't be getting ripped. Or I'm sorry, if investors weren't around, there'd be a lot of this older stuff a lot more available because it wouldn't be getting bought up by the hundreds and by the cases and all this stuff. So it's one of those things. I think it's in my opinion, I think this is why I've never, other than Pokemon, I won't blame any one group for this. I don't think there is a blame. I think outside of that, it's when things are going well, you will have people in any area taking advantage of it. For every 100%. One of you, Sav, there's 10 people that are just trying to drain the bank accounts of all the people that follow them for rip and ships. There's so many, there's always going to be a lot of bad actors when things are going well. Yeah. I'm not bad actors in the sense of like, they're not here for the hobby. They're here for the money.
Right.
But at the same time, for people out there, would you rather, this is a legitimate question. I would love to hear the answers on this. Cause this is something that I think about pretty often. Would you rather things have never boomed, boxes to be sitting at $90 a box, no one be able to move them, no one be able to really make any money off of them, LGSs, not being able to really grow from that and having to rely on all these other games, and seeing the popularity not growing, seeing the popularity be pretty dwindled, where all of Scarvy up until all of early Scarvy was looked at as like just the worst era. Now we look at Scarvy as like one of the best eras. We love it. Would we have rather have seen this happen where we have this big boom and it's hard for a while, but it is like still very good for the future of Pokemon? Because again, for every one person that's mad and leaves, I think there's 10 people replacing them, and I think 3 of them will stay. Mm-hmm. We're tripling the amount of people that are still around, that are getting involved. I have so many people that I talk to that are, with kids that are like, oh, we couldn't get packs, we got this. We couldn't do this, we got this. Like they're buying little bulk lots because the kids just want to play with cards. They're doing all this stuff. They're finding ways because they want their kids to stay in it, mm-hmm. and they want to have availability. People are finding ways around it. So that for everyone that's saying, oh, this booster boxes, think of the children. No kids buying a booster box.
No. Yeah,
no kids buying a booster box.
And that's really why Pokemon is making all these ancillary products. Like I've never seen so many different collection boxes with 10 packs, 6 packs. It's really what it is. It's
all the different single like bubble blisters.
It's all about the entry point. Like, yeah. So.
Yeah. But again, like a genuine question, let me know in the comments, because I'm not saying either way. I personally would probably lean towards the boom was good overall. It's growing pains. It sucks, but if it isn't booming, then it's stagnant, and a stagnant product isn't growing. It isn't a good thing. It's you want to see these booms and these ebbs and flows in a market. So I think it's overall good, but it sucks right now because we're looking at just what's happened. And again, this boom has lasted for a year and a half.
Yeah,
not even a year and a half. Like it's been like 16 months. And it's been wild because there's so much hype and there's so much going on. But again, like this is a small amount of time for, I think, what's going to be a good future of the hobby, where there is more accessibility. Without the boom, Pokemon doesn't build these facilities. These print facilities are going to be open in 2028. Without the boom, we don't see like these different content creators. We don't see like these content creators get the attention they like. Deep Pocket Monster. Deep Pocket Monster was doing fine for himself, but he's grown so much from his boom. Alex Ketchum, one of my favorite followers on Instagram. He was doing fine, but he had this astronomical boom. It's putting out these really good people into the world. And yes, it's putting out bad, but it's putting out a lot of good people into the world. I think overall the boom is good. It just sucks. Right. So if you look at it from a macro view, you have to take a step back. You can get into the blame game, or you can get into the defense game. You can be like, well, they can do what they want, or hey, they suck, and this is the reason that everything's bad. Yep. Or you can step back and say, okay, it will go down some point. I'm going to be thankful that it's worth something. If I have anything I want to sell, I'm going to be thankful that I can sell it for more. If I have anything I want to collect, I will collect it when I can, knowing that it's a market cycle and it will come down to some degree.
Yep.
And just step back and just appreciate that that Pokemon's not dead. Because what happens if a booster box goes to $70? Does Pokemon just say, screw the TCG? The video game's selling better every single year. We're just going to focus on that.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
You're right. Anyway, that's my tangent of the day. It's so much
of the day.
It's so much bigger than this 16 months. Guys, I know we have the attention spans of squirrels and that we're TikTok brained out of our minds. 16 months is like nothing. Mm-hmm. There's no difference. When you're 16 months older, you don't know a difference.
Yeah.
It's not that different.
Yeah.
Like so much happened and yet so little is actually happening. Like so little time has passed. It's going to be okay. You just have to be patient in this market. And if you can't, take a step back. Go play the TCG. It's so much fun. I will always encourage people to play TCG. It's so much fun.
My buddy's making decks for us now, so we gotta.
Yeah,
I can't wait to.
I love it.
I try to find time to get together. I always tell him, I'm like, dude, I'm booked for like the next 25 years, so I don't know what I'm
doing. we play when the boom ends.
Right, exactly. When we have free time, man. Yeah. So that kind of wraps up.
Great question. I love that.
No, it's a great question, and I'm going to comment on that. I'm going to let them know that we responded to it and we had a pretty nice little conversation about it. So we're open to any more comments and questions, even if you want to drop them wherever you see the videos that are coming up. So, but yeah, I think that kind of wraps up our pod. We're going to go into pickups of the week if you have anything, and then we'll end it. Dakota, did you pick anything up this week or?
I did. I picked up a couple of collections to sell.
Nice.
Highlight. They're all sold.
Nice.
I had a good weekend. I had a good last week. Yeah. Some of the bigger hits I'm going. I'm pricing the bigger hits out. I'll point an example of what we were talking about earlier with the eBay versus TCG player.
Yep.
I had one of the collections was the Gold Zard from Ascended, but it was lightly played. There was a dent in like the top corner of it. And I was like, all right, this is lightly played. But TCG player price was like $390, $395, $400. Sold on eBay for $460. So
okay, nice.
Again, like you always, that's why you comp both. And again, I think that'll be a really good topic at some point for a podcast. But yeah, it was some cool stuff in there. A couple of
I like it.
Cool. The Zygarde, the Mega Zygarde from Perfect Order was in it.
Nice.
Yeah, just some cool stuff. Good pickup. Got it at a decent deal. Was able to sell a lot of it. So it's been a good week, busy week. Are
you noticing that some people are more like selling stuff now? Like because I know that.
No, I have a couple of connections that just like they'll come to me first for selling stuff, but I have not seen a ton more selling.
Yeah.
Well, I should say I've not seen a ton more selling that isn't like at market on Facebook Marketplace and stuff. So yeah, good week. Very busy. Lots of orders. Man. Had a lot of orders.
I ended up getting a couple of collections in just singles, nothing crazy sealed stuff. So I'm just like contemplating on what I do. Do I do a show? Do I just go live on TikTok and just do auctions? Or it was chaos when I went live and people were like, oh, I want this. And like, I didn't have anything priced out. So we're like, yeah, let's do it live. Bad idea. Not having stuff priced out. Yeah. So my pickup this week was it's more of these extended art cards. So shout out to Sparkachu again. I don't know if I ever showed this card on here. Did I? Maybe I did. This is
that's gorgeous.
Yeah, this is like a Pikachu with Miraidon and Koraidon, but like the extended art on here is just, I honestly think it's just like, it's next level. We were live and I was showing it and people were like, oh, this is so great. I'm looking around the room because let me show you. I didn't put the Charmander in it, so I don't know if you know where I'm going with this, but I also had to get one for this illustration style for these guys. So here's the Bulbasaur from Stellar. I do have it in a 10. I probably don't have the Charmander in the case yet because I don't have a matching bumper or like graded guard. But here's the Squirtle, which looks absolutely stunning as well.
Oh, that looks so good, man. These look good. Yeah. Shout out Sparkachu.
Yeah, shout out like honestly. And then I got one more in this Charizard from Paldean Fates.
Ooh.
So that's like the shiny Zard there. I honestly think that these just dress up the slab so much better than just a regular slab. Like this one I've had. I think I've showed this one. That's the
Those. I love this one.
It's just beautiful. So that
Such
was
a good
kind
card.
of pickups
Such a good
of the
slab.
week. Yeah, I mean that's really it. Got a busy weekend coming up. Greek Easter is this weekend, so we'll be completely packed out. Tomorrow night I'll be at church, then next night. So it's going to be kind of crazy. And then Sunday we are going to my uncle's house who just does a full on like feast. Like there's probably like 25 people there, but he cooks for 60. And then it's like
that's incredible,
dude. Greeks are like they're like, I'll be damned if there's not enough food. There better be enough food for 2 times the amount of people because it's better than not having enough. And then people like, yo, we're hungry. No one's.
I want you guys to be eating this for the next 3 days.
Right. No. And then they also have like little takeout containers. Take one before you leave. And that's, so can't complain. You get nice authentic food and a good family time. So looking forward to that, but busy schedule for me, man. My kids with the sports, it's tough.
Oh yeah.
Last night, I think I had like 4 hours of sleep because I don't want to like miss stuff during the day. And I was packing up orders till like 1 a.m. and I woke up at 5 a.m. to go to work. I'm like, this is not sustainable for a 40-year-old man like me. I just can't do it anymore.
Full-time streaming.
Yeah, full-time streaming. I know. Soon.
Man.
Yeah, I mean that's the pod. That is episode 13 for you guys. Thank you again for everyone that's still listening. That's here. We're growing very nicely on these streaming platforms. Again, every week I think I'm gonna say this because I'm just in awe every time like I sign in and see the growth. So shout out to everyone that's listening and supporting us and giving us love. Drop comments anywhere. I'm gonna try to use the Discord to like field some questions. I know that someone named Teddy sent something to me, which we didn't get to talk about today. Yeah, I'm going to try to help with the topics that way as well. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add before we sign off.
I think that was fun. I know, I will say, I know I get a little crazy. My little rants. So I apologize. I want to put out, I'm never coming at anyone. I'm never like,
don't apologize.
Feeling angry unless it's Logan Paul. So I was like, comments
don't apologize.
I'm glad you asked that question.
It's a great question.
Even if I seemed riled up.
Hell no, dude, never. Come on. I think this is like the perfect outlet for it. I think that it would hopefully, as we grow, it'll generate more conversation in the comments to then feed off of that too.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much again. We will have everything linked down at the bottom for all of our socials and where you can find us. And we look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Until that next time, guys, enjoy your weekend. Peace out. Later.